All right, Joe, well done. An opening day on baseball tonight. We are leading off X with the Mets' $765 million man.
That man got his bag, and he got that first knock early in the first inning. Good sign to come for Mets fans, right?
Meantime, Tim, it wouldn't be opening day without Bryce Harper going yard.
This is his 6th home run on opening day in his career, ties Tyler O'Neill for the most among active players. The record is 8.
We'll have much more on O'Neill in a minute. Adley Rutschman, not once but twice today.
Well, you need him to go. Obviously, he's an important piece. Had a tough year last year. Wasn't quite himself with injuries, but big day today against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Tim, no Yankee had ever done this.
Hit a leadoff home run on opening day, and no catcher had ever done what Austin Wells did today. 2 in a day that no one's ever done.
And Tim, you mentioned him, Tyler O'Neill. It wouldn't be opening day.
6 home runs. He's hit a home run in 6 consecutive opening days, which extends his own record.
He must sleep with his jersey on.
I think you're right about that. I don't care if it's cliche. There is nothing like opening day. Welcome to Baseball Tonight with Xavier Scruggs and a Hall of Famer, Tim Kirkshin. Kevin Connors, so happy to be with you for another season. Let's waste no more time. Get you caught up on everything else going on in the majors today, including, well, look, the unbelievable excitement for the Mets. Juan Soto, they re-signed Pete Alonso, added Clay Holmes, made him a starter. There you go.
Yeah, this is an exciting matchup for me. Obviously, a lot of differences with these teams, a lot of additions and subtractions, but the Mets are going to be a team to watch.
Tim, this is just a fly out to left field. Why is it notable?
Well, it's Jose Altuve, who's going to be a Hall of Fame second baseman and has moved to left field and done okay so far.
First career putout. They're really excited about Cam Smith in Houston.
Yeah, not to mention he's moved from third base to right field, did a nice job getting the first knock, the monkey off your back, but also you want to prove yourself at the big league level. He's going to be fun to watch from Florida State.
He just found out he made the big league team, and then later in the inning, Tim, it's Holmes.
Right, this is such an interesting story. Clay Holmes, the opening day starter after 285 consecutive appearances in relief.
Houston would get to him, though. Bottom 3, it's Yainer Diaz.
Just staying right back through the middle, right where it came from. A perfect approach right there. Not trying to do a whole lot, but just helping your team by using the middle of the field.
Where's all that Met offense? It's 3-0 Astros in front. Meantime, what a pitching matchup in Miami. Paul Skeens, the untouchable rookie season, and he was at it again.
Right, he was Rookie of the Year. I think most people look at him and say he's going to win the Cy Young, and he added a cutter in the offseason as if he needed something else.
By 6 Ks over 5 1/3 innings, just 1 earned run, but the Marlins have an ace of their own off Tommy John surgery, and it's Sandy Alcantara.
So good to see him come back, and obviously he's just as electric with his fastball, but the secondary stuff looked really good early on in the game today. Great to see him healthy and commanding the strike zone.
Striking out the side in the 3rd inning is Alcantara, and then Tim, the Buccos, if they're going to get offense, chances are it's going to come from Brian Reynolds.
Right, and here's a 2-run knock up the middle, and the Pirates take the lead. Pirates have a really interesting starting rotation. They can score enough runs. They can hang around, I think, in a winnable National League Central.
4-2 in the 7th. Meantime, all those injuries last season, the Braves still won 89 games. San Diego won 93. Big expectations again. That's Ozzie Albies, and he's going to beat this out.
Yeah, Ozzie Albies, good to see him. Obviously healthy in this one, too. But, Michael King getting that opening day start. He can be nasty at times, but you just put the ball in play there and good things happen.
King looking good here to get out of the jam without any further damage to keep it a 1-0 game in the top of the 1st inning. There's Chris Sale. What an incredible season it was a season ago in the 1st inning, and getting a name brand here in Jackson Merrill.
What a year Jackson Merrill had last year as a rookie. And this Padres team is pretty darn good, fellas, but we can say that about at least 6 National League teams.
Right.
X in the 3rd, it's Albies again.
Albies from the left side. I mean, just showing off the early pop. That's such a good feeling, too, as a hitter. When you know you're on time with pitches in the middle, you can start to build off of that after game 1.
Braves a 4-3 lead in the 7th. A reminder, you can get free MLB TV with T-Mobile. Redeem today. Head to T-Mobile.com/MLB for your free MLB TV. Coming up as we count you down, the Tigers and Dodgers. We'll talk about the game. The reigning AL Cy Young winner And the reigning MVP, it's Skubal, it's Ohtani, it's Tigers and Dodgers coming your way. Back on baseball tonight, and now it's time for Triple Play Parlay, brought to you by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. You may consider the great Ohtani to score a run at plus 105. Ohtani scored 3 runs across the games against the Cubs in last week's Tokyo series. The reigning unanimous NL MVP led the majors with 134 runs scored last year. You may also consider 2024 AL Cy Young winner Tarik Skubal to record over 5.5 strikeouts at minus 160. Skubal won the AL pitching Triple Crown a year ago. Also led the majors with 28 games of 6 or more strikeouts. And with Skubal and Blake Snell on the bump, why not consider the game to go under 6.5 runs at plus 105? Over the last 2 seasons, Skubal and Snell ranked first and second respectively in ERA among pitchers with 250 innings thrown. And by parlaying all those picks together, you can get odds of plus 806 right now at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Odds are subject to change. Lock in your picks for opening day at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. New customers can start off the season with $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code HOMERUN to get started today. Tarik Skubal, best in show in the American League a season ago. We're going to head to Dodger Stadium to get you set for the start of Tigers and Dodgers and the introductions right after this. Back on baseball tonight, let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Tigers ace Tarik Skubal does a great job of pounding the zone. Last season led the majors with a plus 29 run value on pitches in the heart of the zone. A positive run value equals the runs prevented by the pitcher, and nobody was better in that department than Skubal. Meantime, champions a season ago, the Dodgers have reloaded with the best roster in baseball. They're off to a great start this season. We'll take you to Chavez Ravine to hear the Dodgers starting lineup next. We're back on baseball tonight. They are the new standard bearers in Major League Baseball. And Tim, they are looking to repeat as world champs.
Right, and they have the best shot of any team to do it. Their depth is ridiculous in their starting rotation and in their lineup. They won the World Series last year, and they make a case are demonstrably better with what they have.
Absolutely. I look at the club spending $398.5 million on free agency. It tells me not only is it a good team, but the culture is right there. Dave Roberts has done an amazing job. You're getting the best players wanting to come all to Los Angeles to play together.
Ohtani is back. Betts and Freeman, Yamamoto, Sasaki, Snell new to the rotation. They've revamped that bullpen, and they've got those clean world champion uniforms. Out to Dodger Stadium we go, and Dodgers PA announcer Todd Lights.
And now, the starting lineup for your world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Presented by 76. And as chosen by Dodgers manager, Dave Roberts. Leading off, designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani. Batting second, the shortstop, number 50, Mookie Betts. Batting third, right fielder, number 37, Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman. Batting fifth, in center field, number 25, Tommy Edman. Batting sixth, behind the plate, number 16, Will Smith. Batting seventh, at third base, number 13, Max Muncy. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 72, Miguel Rojas. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes. And on the mound for the Dodgers, making his Dodger debut, number 7, Blake Snell. Fans, let's hear it for your world champion Los Angeles.
They are getting ready to go
Dodgers.
there in Southern California. The World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Great aerial shots of that iconic stadium there as they celebrate the World Series champions. And it's your team, your players, baseball your way. Get personalized highlights. You can suit up this season as well at MLBshop.com. The largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, T-shirts, and more. MLBshop.com. X, they look clean. Swag. All right, updates here on the Giants and Reds. The start of the Tito Francona era in Cincinnati. That's Wilmer Flores.
Do it in the ninth there with 2 strikes. Get you a pitch up in the zone. Put your team up on top. That's a good swing.
And the Giants win it by a final of 6-4. Meantime, Tim, Wilyer Abreu for the second time.
Saw the Red Sox a couple times this spring. I really liked what I saw and heard from them. This is a returnee, and a couple of the new guys they've added, including Alex Bregman, are going to make a big difference in that team. Solid contender to win that division.
Garrett Crochet got the start, did not factor into the decision. Meantime, 4-4 in the 10th, it's Stephen Kwan.
This is the swing that Stephen Kwan had really been working on all last season, really driving the baseballs. Good to see him get something up in the zone, be able to drive it out there. Big swing for Stephen Kwan. It's the Kwan.
7-4, the Guardians are on. That game is still going on, so they're on top right now. All right, opening day here in the books. And X, if we talk about takeaways here, obviously the Yankees, the game that we had here, having to hang on there. But I also think about some of the starting pitching that we saw not shown. Mackenzie Gore, 13 strikeouts.
Yes, and he is the ace of this Nationals team. He has to continue to take a step forward. You think about going out there, commanding the strike zone the way he did against a Phillies team that's extremely tough to pitch against. A lot of power in that lineup, but really good to see him for the Nationals do well.
13 strikeouts, no walks on opening day. Bob Gibson, J.R. Richard are the only 2 pitchers other than Mackenzie Gore that have ever done that. That was masterful today.
Goodness, I love the way he was just commanding inside against righties, but also the depth of that slider and the changeup, being able to go to both sides of the plate, to me, was really impressive today.
13 Ks for Gore there. And Tim, speaking of statistical anomalies, we had another one in that Yankees game there with Jackson Chourio making some history maybe he wouldn't want to be a part of.
Right. So Jackson Chourio, went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts today. And Ron Karkovice did that in the mid-90s. Max Muncy did it a few years ago. So Chourio's the 3rd player in the history of baseball. 0 for 5, 5 strikeouts on opening day.
It's not a good feeling because you just want to get some number on the board. Like, just let me get something on the board to know that I'm not going to have to dig myself out of a hole early on in the season.
Meantime, the Dodgers got a number on the board here. A couple of wins there in Japan, already off to a tremendous start.
Well, I look at, and they haven't even had Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman in the lineup either. They outscored the Cubs 10-4 in Tokyo. They're doing it international and now bringing it home.
And Blake Snell's won 2 Cy Young Awards. He threw a no-hitter last year. He was unhittable the second half of the year. He's pitching Game 3.
Stars all up and down that Dodgers lineup, and there are stars in the house there in Los Angeles as well. LA doing it only the way they can.
Dodger fans, make some noise and throw up your dubs for the West Coast Dawn. Ice Cube!
Trophy is in its rightful place. Let's raise the banner, celebrating the 2024 World Champions. Joining us to do that are members of the Dodger ownership group, including Dodger owner Mark Walter, Alan Smolinski, Billie Jean King, Alana Kloss, Todd Bowley, and Irvin Magic Johnson. Take it away. Now, fans, would you please direct your attention toward the Stadium Club out in right field, where we will now add our 8th World Champions sign to its new home. Joining us for the unveiling are representing the Pasadena Fire Department. Honored to welcome Fire Captain Jody Slicker, a dedicated 20-year veteran and only the second female captain in that department's 138-year history. From the Los Angeles Fire Department, we proudly recognize Fire Captain Jerry Puga, a 22-year veteran whose commitment to his community is truly extraordinary. All right, let's see that new sign. This time we invite the visiting Detroit Tigers to the first baseline once again. And fans, that we ask that you please rise if you're able and kindly remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. Accompanied by Dodger Stadium organist Dieter Ruhl. Please welcome back Grammy, Emmy, and Tony nominated artist and lifelong Angelino, Josh Groban.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a ceremony in LA, and what a night we're in store for from Dodger Stadium. The champs embarking on a new season against an AL surprise last year. With Eduardo Perez and David Cone, here's Karl Ravech.